Hey yo, I'm back with another video, and I want to do a recap of Brandon Moreno's Amir Albazi, the entire fight card. I'm gonna talk heavily about the main event because I did not watch the rest of the fight. I watched the co-main event and the main event. And I'm going to talk about those two fights. Uh, and I had a really bad day of prediction, but I'm happy that Brandon Moreno won. I'm really happy for that because he deserves it. He's a really entertaining fighter, and kudos to Amir Albazi. He kind of stood there to get hit. If he tried to take Brandon Moreno down, but Moreno's takedown defense was on point, and also I think the surgery and the time away from the octagon, I think it has taken a lot from Amir Albazi. I think it'll be very difficult for him to bounce back after a surgery and after a beating like that. Okay, let's talk about from the early prelims itself. I predicted Yusuf Zalal to win this fight, and he won this by submission. I thought he was going to win this by unanimous decision. He won that. Apart from that, Jamie Lynn Hort, she won. I predicted Ivana Petrovic to win. Cody Gibson won. Sherry Sadi, he also won. Alexander Romanov won. So this goes to show that Rodrigo Nascimento is a really bad fighter. He should be cut. Charles Jourdain won, which is a really good thing that finally Charles Jourdain actually has a win. And maybe bantamweight is going to be his division. Maybe he will rule bantamweight division. Who knows? Who knows? Ayman Zahabi won. I predicted Ayman Zahabi to win this one because he's Farah Zahabi's brother. Good thing for him, and he's probably like 36 years old right now. How old is he? He's very old. I'm not gonna say. I don't care how old he is, but he's very old. He's as old as Pedro Munoz, probably 1 year younger than Pedro Munoz, something like that. Crazy. Derek Lewis versus Alexander, whatever. Derek Lewis was supposed to fight against Jonathan Deniz, and that fight got called off. I don't know what is the reason. I'll have to find out. Mike Mellett from Canada, he won against Revan Giles, which is a good thing after that beat down that he took from after he lost against Neil Magny. He was kind of winning that fight, but Mike Mellett is also very old. 0 out of 1, 59 out of 130, which is good. 59 total strikes out of 130. So, I mean, I don't see him doing great in the welterweight division because he is kind of, yeah, he's not that good. But this is a shocker for me. Dustin Stolfus, he won this fight by KO TKO. But Marc Andre Boreal, he's Canadian. Again, like, it's very difficult for anybody to pick Canadian fighters. So, pro tip, never pick Canadian fighters to win, except for Ayman Zahabi. He somehow won. Ariane Lipsky and Jasudavicius. I predicted or I picked Ariane Lipsky to win this fight because she is good looking. No other reason related to skills or whatsoever. She did land more significant strikes, which is kind of nice. But again, Jasudavicius, she had takedown control. I did not watch the fight, so I will not be able. Not, it won't be best for me to uh, predict or like best for me to talk about this fight because I did not watch the fight. Caio Machado versus Branson Ribeiro. Branson Ribeiro won this fight. Erin Blanchfiel, I did watch this fight, and I think I watched from round 4 onwards. Erin Blanchfield actually had a good game plan. She took down Rose Namajunas, controlled her on the ground. She also did land good shots on the feet. I think round 5, round 4, she did really well. And big kudos to her, man, in the flyweight division. And it's kind of Rose Namajunas. I don't know where she is. And I mean, she does well. She does not really get beaten up and loses like it's never a clean win against Rose Namajunas, but still, like I don't know what she is going to do next because flyweight seems to be a little bit bigger for her. Again, Erin Blanchfield was looking smaller than Rose Namajunas, by the way, so which is interesting. And yet she found a way to win. Her grappling was good. She had Rose Namajunas in a crucifix at one point of time, had her in side control. So good fight by Erin Blanchfield. I think she is 13-2 right now. She wants to fight against Alexa Grasso. In my opinion, give her Alexa Grasso because I don't want to see Alexa Grasso versus Valentina Shevchenko one more time. I just don't. I just don't. Now, the main event. Brandon Moreno, the baby assassin, he's back after taking a big long break. Uh, Not exactly a long break. I think he fought in February this year and he lost to Brandon Royval, which was a close fight. The reason Brandon Royval won because of his grappling, I guess. Uh, that was a good fight, but Brandon Moreno never really lost any of his fights decisively. Most of his fights he won, lost those on split decision or like a close unanimous decision, and some people would call it a robbery and whatnot. But Amir Albazi in this fight, Brandon Moreno won all 5 rounds. In my opinion, he won. I think one judge gave it 49-46. What was it like? How do you give someone 49-46? Like I think he was like 50-45, 50-45. I think there was the scorecard for 2 judges, which in my opinion was fair. And one judge gave it 49-46. I don't know why. I don't know which round Amir Albazi won. Probably round 4 or round 3. I think round 4. I think Amir Albazi won. But even in that round, Brandon Moreno was landing higher shots. Like his output was higher. His accuracy was good. His defense was better. Amir Albazi's, if you talk about damage, then Moreno definitely did more damage than Albazi. He had Albazi rocked uh, at a number of times. And I think the Assassin Baby is back. Again, this goes to say, like, I'll have to say one thing. If you're going to just strike with Brandon Moreno in the flyweight division, it is going to be a long night for you. You need to go down and wrestle with him or grapple with him. That is the only way you can take down Brandon Moreno. And even in this fight, Amir Albazi was able to take him down, I think, once or probably twice. I remember once, and then he got back up. I think that was in round 2, or I think that was in round 2. Yes, Brandon Moreno was able to get back up like instantly. It was like boom. Yeah, he attempted 4 takedowns and he was able to land one. And Moreno was up within like 30 seconds. Not even 30 seconds. It was like 15 seconds max, 15 to 20-second max. And Brandon Moreno was up on his feet. A really good performance. I think he's a really good boxer, by the way. I'm thinking of making a video about who's the best boxer in UFC, like the best boxers in UFC. Brandon Moreno, we have to put him in there. And again, Brandon Moreno was standing really low, which was really good. He was landing good body shots on Amir Albazi. He was landing a good high kick. Albazi had some success when it came to the low kicks, that is his calf kicks and leg kicks. Amir Albazi had some good momentum in there, but Moreno was able to defend those kicks later on. He did take a couple of kicks straight, and then he returned a couple of kicks. So that's good. Brandon Moreno, till last round, he was going forward. He was moving forward. He wasn't really just trying to, he won like 3 or 4 rounds. Like it was easily he won 3 rounds. Round 4, you can debate, but again, the judges gave it to him. He won round 4 as well. But even in round 5, he was moving forward. He was landing the better shots. He almost had Amir Albazi hurt, and he went forward, man. He wasn't scared of uh, going and striking with Amir Albazi. Like he wasn't scared of standing in a pocket. But his jab was on point. His right hand was on point. I think he tried to land a couple of knees as well. Amir Albazi tried to land a couple of knees, which did not land on Moreno. Moreno landed a good elbow on Albazi. That cut on Albazi's, I think it was his left eye, or I think it was his right eye, right below his right eye. That was really good. That cut, because of that cut, like Albazi's entire face was bloody. He was leaking. So again, have to say, really good performance by Brandon Moreno. He just wants to, I don't know, he wants to go for the title. I think Brandon Moreno versus Kakara France 2, we can see that happening. Or Brandon Moreno versus Tatsuro Taira. That would be a really interesting fight, because I don't want to see Moreno versus Roybal once again. I don't want to see that. Roybal probably might get a title shot if Asakura wins. I don't think so. I think if Asakura wins, they will do a rematch against Pantoja. If Pantoja wins, I think Royval, I don't know. I don't want to see Royval versus Pantoja either. So I think Brandon Moreno versus Tatsuro Taira is a good fight, depending on the winner or the loser. Kai Kara France versus Pantoja might be a good fight, because we want to see Pantoja fight new fighters, new people. Mm, instead of just fighting against Moreno and Royval again and again. That would be a really boring fight. So Moreno versus Kakara, like Moreno versus Tatsuro Taira might be a good fight, because Taira fought very recently against Royval. Moreno fought today. I think next year, early next year, maybe 3 months, 6 months. What is it? November. Okay, November, December, January, February, maybe somewhere in March or April, we can see Moreno versus Taira. Okay, that'll be a sick fight, because Moreno, really good striker, really good takedown defense, really good uh, defensively strong when it comes to his grappling. Taira, offensively really strong when it comes to his grappling. He's not His striking is not really that great, but he makes up for it with his grappling. It'll be really interesting to see Brandon Moreno versus Tatsuro Taira. And yeah, I think that's, and of course, Kaya Sakura, let's see what he does against Alexander Pantoja. I think that is going to happen next week. No, no. That's going to happen in December. Yeah, next month. So overall, I was really entertained by this fight, this particular fight, and this is the only fight that I watched. The rest of the fights, I genuinely did not give a damn about them. They were shitty fights, like not exactly shitty, but nobody really cared. Erin Blanchfield, her performance was good, dominant performance in my opinion. She was edging out the decision, really good against Rose Namajunas. So big props to the all the winners, Benson Ribeiro, area like Jasmine Judas, Justin Vicious, Dustin Solfors. Big congrats to him. He won. He found a way to knock out Marco Andre Barrial, which many people have not been able to do, like Chris Curtis and Mike Mellett, Canadian, probably one of the few Canadians to win. Ivan Zahabi, he's one of the few fighters that are predicted to win, actually won. And yeah, I'm happy for Brendan Moreno, dude. I cannot be sad. So big congrats to them. Big congrats to all of these people. And if you enjoyed today's video, subscribe to my channel. I've got very few subscribers, and share this video, like this video, and peace out.